Alright everybody, hello, welcome to my first tutorial on this gem editor. I am going to be showing you guys how to really be able to just spawn paratroopers through reinforcement. I was having problems finding this, and this great guy was able to help me through the Steam Messenger, but I just wanted to show everybody how to do this. It'll be easier to me just to kind of go through it step by step, and so you guys can listen to it, follow along, watch it, however you want to do it. I loaded up my file here, and we're going to get started with this. So the very first thing I was thinking about doing is just kind of showing you, this is going to be a more advanced tutorial. I recommend checking out some of the other tutorials. I'll link some of the descriptions below of what I watched too. So this kind of assumes you kind of know the basics of how to do, how to make a trigger, how to use waypoints, play areas, zones, zones, I guess they're called, stuff like that. And also, it's going to involve you guys knowing how to make reinforcements. However, we're going to kind of touch base on that a little bit anyway, just because that's part of the process of this. So the first thing I did, I started with the zone. So I have two zones. I have the play area, which has to be, pretty much the whole part of the map, and also paradrop zone. Now the paradrop zone can be anywhere on the map. I usually put it in the corner. Actually, generally it's better in the corner, kind of past the white line. However, this time, of course, the white line is, well, it's there, just right at the end, because I'm just doing a test map, basically. You want to put it in the kind of the back corner somewhere, so when you have your settings like for environment and stuff, it'll kind of hide it, because you'll see why you want to hide it in a minute. So the next thing I did is you go to F3 mode, then F9, brings up your mission properties. I'm going to turn off fog and make sure waypoints and zones, a lot easier to find things if you actually see them. So you're going to want to go into events and just name the events, whatever you kind of want, but you need at least two. Paratrooper, you'll see what that means, and reinforcements arrive, as you'll see what that means in a minute. So now, reinforcements, score total, and score current. Score total is the maximum amount you can get during the mission, and then score current is the what you currently have. For testing purposes, I put score current to 1,000 and the score total to 1,000. Now, what you want to do is see Paratrooper, and that normally isn't there. You have to right-click and hit Add, and then you type in Paratrooper, and then you'll bring this up. Now you will need to fill out the whole thing. Now I'm going to go step by step on how to add it as you go. So stay hidden instead of working. It's a little different than normal reinforcements. Text. So don't worry about the spelling errors. So text browser, add, type in whatever name you want, and then it will open this up, and then you can type in, trooper or paratrooper. I'll just rename it just to make it look a little prettier. Hit OK. Okay, there we go. Now, image, you have to go into the image files to find this. How I was able to work all this out was by going through Ardennes, USA Skirmish, and kind of picking it piece by piece to get it to work. So I just added in the image that they had, so USA_hero, and then hint, double click that. It's just the same. I usually just do the same as the text browser. So set for, it didn't work. I never had that happen before. Paratrooper, there you go. There we go. So usually I just do the same thing there. So count, this is how many times you can use this. If you want it unlimited, -1 is the easiest way, or you can do 99999. But it looks better if it's -1. Score is 10. That's the score of how much it's going to cost from your score current. For testing purposes, I did 10. Now delay is how long you can use it again. So I just did 30. You don't want to. You could potentially spam the units, but sometimes the game likes to crash off quite often. But anyway, event start. Double click it, and then you choose the events that you made. Paratrooper. Then waypoint is right here. Waypoint 1. It doesn't matter what the waypoint is. It just needs to be a waypoint that is not in use, obviously. Hit OK. And that's the reinforcement part. Okay. Now, should have went with the waypoints next, but we're doing a little backwards. That's okay. So, right now, for this to work, you need 2 waypoints. You just need 2. One needs to be right over the paradrop. It doesn't matter which one. It just needs to be the one right over the paradrop when we're in the triggers. And then another one just randomly on the map. If you want to put all your waypoints together, it looks great. As long as you remember what the waypoint names are, awesome. So once you have the 2 waypoints, the drop, the 2 zones, and then the reinforcements, then the events added. Now, I always recommend saving very often, because you don't want to do all this, then it crashes on you and then you lose all your work, because this can be a little, actually this is really work intensive. Maybe not as much as some people, but for an average person, I feel like it is pretty work intensive. So, now you go to triggers, and for the fun part, oh, almost forgot, make sure you have units placed down and have, that you place your units, highlight them, hit U6. So these are the tags I use. They need at least 2 tags. I always have player tag. It can be useful, and actually you have to have it in this case. At least that's how I got it to work. Paratrooper, so just 1 extra tag, and then hidden. Always have hidden when you're doing reinforcements, because otherwise they'll just stay on the map, and then when you hit play, it won't work. So, hidden, then added another extra one. So these are the 3 tags I use. This one can be named whatever, but these 2 have to be in place as how they are seen. So player and hit paratrooper or whatever you want to put there. As long as you know what it is, that's always the hardest part for me is when I'm making these things, is how to remember which one. Anyway, okay. They're all there. Great. I did, looks like in this one I did 10, so that's a full squad. Or I'm not sure if I think I call them squads in this. So that's the maximum number you can select, so that you can just copy and move your unit. So now the triggers, the fun part. So where to start? Let's do the easy one first. Reinforcement show. Click it. Don't need any conditions. All you need is 1 command. So you go right click, add, go to other, reinforcement. So make sure the operation is show, and then the name, Paratrooper. That just shows the reinforcement there. So you can actually select it. Now, I'm no expert on how any of this works. I just know that it does. So I just kind of followed how they did it. With a little bit of trial and error, I got this working just fine. So, and you can make this as pretty as you want. I'm not going to show you how to do that right now. That's not really the point of this tutorial. Again, there's some great tutorials out there that I'll link in below. This one, just I haven't really seen one. So, go to Event, Condition, Event. Right click, find event, click it. Event, Double click, make sure it's work. ID, make sure you choose the right ID. There we go. Now, delay, I just put 60. Delay is whatever the heck you want it. Then, and again, you always find all this stuff by right-clicking, add, and then find them through the menu here. Delay is right here. An actor state. In this case, I'm just going to right-click it, have actor states right there. Okay. So, this looks a little funky, but it works. So, selector, actor state, source, advanced. Now, this tripped me up. I'm not going to lie, because when you do advanced, it's going to show everything blank. None of this group stuff is going to be in there. In order to add this, you have to right-click and add group. There's a couple of these we'll use later. And then these will be empty. It'll just say select, include, exclude. In order to add these things, right-click, and then find, and right-click include, I should say, and then find prop, click it, right-click again. I just usually right-click whatever I just added, add tag, right-click again, then add zone. So, then go to exclude, right-click on exclude, add player, right-click again, add player. So prop, you want human, tag. Now the tags you have, it could be really huge or it can just be short like this. Add Paratrooper or whatever one you want to name it. And then the zone will be play area. Then the exclude would be, depending on how many players you have, player 1 and player 0 in my case. Hit OK. And control, this can be whatever. It's user, open fire mode, free. These are all kind of preferences more than anything. And that's all I really had on there. Therefore, I'm going to change the speed to assault. Gotta go fast. All right, now this is very important. Trigger. Again, after this, I'm just going to assume you guys know you need to right-click this stuff to add it. Trigger. You choose right here the trigger that you're using. Reinforcement arrive, reinforcement arrive, reinforcement arrive. Everything is reinforcement arrive. Hit OK. And do not click that. Make sure it's clicked off. That tells it to stop. Okay. So that's all you need to do on that one. Now for the fun one. Para, or whatever you want to name it. Excuse me. All right. So, event, again, condition is event. Para, work, paratrooper, paratrooper, good, good, good. Make sure that's all on there. Then, now for the commands. Now this is where it gets fun and tricky, because if one of these is just wrong a little bit, it all goes to hell. So, you can mess with the delays if you want. However, these are the ones that they used, and this is how I'm going to use it too, because it works. Sometimes if you don't know how things work, you just basically copy in it, keep it how it is, and just add to your preferences as much as you want. So, first one, delay, 0.5. Spawn. Now, spawn is, give me a second here to remember. Oops. I believe it's under scene, actually. Yep, it's under scene, spawn. waypoint, you want it as waypoint the other waypoint. You do not. You only need this one waypoint in one of these in a minute. Spawn waypoint. Now entity. Easiest way I found that skirmish boner pointer. Excuse me, bonus pointer. Skirmish underscore bonus. Click that. Hit OK. Done. Done. Okay. Event. Now again, right click. Event. I should know that. Now event should be Paratrooper. Now this is kind of part of the reinforcement part of it at the first little chunk to make the computer know it's, hey, you want to buy this reinforcement. Okay, mode is reset because you need it reset. Now normally you would change the delay to be the same as your reinforcement delay, but in this case it's 0 because there's a whole lot of other things with this that kind of override that. So hit OK. Now delay again. Then right click, add waypoint. And now this is when it gets fun. So make sure it's under who, it's actor. Then actors, you want to be advanced. Right click to add group. Then right click on select, choose tag. Right click on include, choose prop, and right click again, choose state. Exclude, right click, state. Now, under tag, under select tag, you want it to be Paratrooper. Then prop is human. State is inactive. Exclude state dead. Because I'm assuming you don't want to be spawning dead ones too. Now, action, start, waypoint. Now, this is where that waypoint 0 or whichever one under Paratrooper 0, make sure clone is checkmarked, and approach is teleport. You can do teleport, rotates, or any of these, but I just use teleport. Hit OK. Delay again. Sound. Now, this is totally, what's that word again? Optional. However, if you want, sound, waypoint 1, bomber flyby. So you find that by going to, you'll see, it'll show up this, will be blank. Here. I was trying to do an example, but fine. We'll just do it this way. Show up blank, double click it, click world, go to ambient, and bomber flyby. There we go. That's what it is. There it is. And then waypoint 1. That just makes the sound of a bomber going overhead, like it's dropping troops, obviously. Or bombs, whichever you want. Okay. Delay again. Okay. Now, we're going to get into some while loops, guys. If you guys have taken some basic editing, or not editing, programming, which I did, I didn't finish it. I was learning Python, but some of the stuff kind of reminded me of Python. Anyway, you're going to use a while loop. So right-click it, right-click add, choose generic, while. It'll be blank. None of this will be here. Just say while. So double-click on the side, choose entities, mode, work, selector, source, standard. This time we don't need it all advanced and fancy here. Tag, paratrooper, zone, para drop, type human, state not dead. Count is this one here. I can never remember what it's called. It's been forever since I've been in school. I think it's the greater than symbol. I know, but it's this symbol. You can look at it. It's the little crocodile facing with the mouth facing left. Value 0. Okay? Now, right-click the while loop. And you see this little thing that says add inside. Click that. Add inside. and then choose delay. Boop. And now if I chose that, it would just add it at the bottom. But I won't need that. Delete that. So choose delay, 0.1, right click. Now, this is where I usually do it. Right click, add. It just goes right down. Every time you click that, it will just go down to the next empty spot. As long as you're clicking in the delay, like I always make sure, because if you click right here and hit add, it's just going to add to the next past the while loop. So when you hit the first one, I always just choose whatever's inside and hit add, so it knows that that's what you want to do. So you can do add spawn. So I'll show you where spawn is again. Add spawn so that it was under scene. Scroll down, click spawn. Waypoint 1 entity, paratrooper attach. Again, best way to find all that. Para_trooper. Oh, maybe if I know how to spell paratrooper. Geez. Trooper_attach. Hit OK. Right click delay. 0.2. Right click entity state, which is under entity state. Double click on the side, tag add. Now this tripped me up, but it makes sense after you go through it all. So tag add, you're not going to be able to use the drop down menu because it's not there. So just freehand it, default_air, tag remove, again, freehand it, paratrooper_air. Now for under selector, however, you want to do advanced, right click group, right click select, right click add, paratrooper air. So you got to freehand that, right click exclude, add state, tag, and tag. State is inactive, tag is hidden, tag default_air. Hit OK. If I'm going too fast, I'm sorry, but it's a lot to go through. And at this point, I'm assuming hope you know how to do all this by now. At least the right clicking, And again, you could just follow along in the video. Okay. Delay. Right click, add delay. 0.2. Right click. Okay. So this one's called linker. So you add that. Right click, add. I gotta remember where linker is again. Right here. It's under entity. Linker. Hit OK. Now, under action, you want to make sure it's linked. Entities. You want to double click it. Standard. Tag is paratrooper. Zone is paradrop. Type human. State not dead. And amount will be 1. And I forgot this, and I'm sorry. But whenever you see this ignore capture by user, I have it unchecked. I don't know if it really matters, but that's what I have it as. And it's anytime it's on there. I did this once before already, and I had to uncheck all of them. So place any selector. Double click that. Advanced. Right click group. Select. Right click tag. Tag it. Freehand default_air. Right click exclude. Add tag and state. Tag is hidden. State is inactive. Okay. Right click again. Delay 0.2. Then right click again. Effect. Effect start. Make sure it's start. You just freehand start. Source advanced. Oh, right click group. Right click select add tag default_air. Exclude tag. Right click tag, right-click state, tag is hidden, state inactive. Ugh. Almost through the while loop. Delay again. Now this one, 0.1. Now, entity, right-click, entity state. Impregnability is actually going to be harmless. Selector, choose advanced. Group, select, which will be tag, Paratrooper, or whichever one. That's the one that you can add whatever the heck you want there, just as long as it's not the tags in use already other than that one. Include. Now this time right-click include prop, which will be human. Exclude will be state, inactive, tag, hidden, zone, paradrap, state, dead. Okay. Entity state, right-click, of course. Tag remove default underscore error. You'll have to freehand that. Selector, tag, selector, advanced, group, tag, freehand default underscore error, exclude, state, which is inactive, and tag, which is hidden. Then we're finally done with the while loop, which is a delay, 0.2. Now you can hide all that by clicking the little minus button. Now just click. Usually what I did is just click on the one above the while loop, add, it'll go right down here. In my case, all the way at the bottom. So you want to add delay right after the while loop, which is 1. Then you want to choose delete. Click on that. Source is advanced, of course. Now we're going to add a couple of things here. So group, then just right-click select, tag, skirmish bonus pointer, which as you see it's not there. Have to freehand that, exactly how it's shown. Skirmish underscore bonus underscore pointer. Now, this right-click, which it's not showing that because I already used it. It will be source, or excuse me, sort, waypoint, waypoint ID, 1, mode, nearest, amount is 1. Okay. Okay. Save. Just because you don't want to just, we already went so far. You don't want to lose all this. So, right-click delay, which is 4. Right-click actor state. Let's see. So, selector, advanced, group, select, tag, paratrooper, include, prop, human, exclude, tag, hidden, state, inactive, state, dead. Very, very repetitive. Control, user, whichever one you want, fire mode, whatever you want. Move mode, hold, so you don't have them run around. Weapon prepare, on, AI move, enable. Speed, assault. Nothing else in there. Okay. Right click again, delay, 0.1. Right now, this is a weird one. Right click, throw off. So, which that one will be under, of course, if I could remember. There. Other. Throw off. Make sure for drop, click that order, sensor, senseless. Make sure those are there. Now, I don't know what this is or what it's for, to be honest. I think it's just so it looks more random when you spawn, so they don't just go right where you, like, if you do it right now without this, I think it'll just show these in that weird row. This one kind of makes it look more random. Up, type in 3, forward, type in 1, turn 0. keep orientation, make sure that's check marked, leave die off, selector, advanced, group, select, tag, paratrooper, include, prop, human, state, linked, tag, exclude, tag, hidden, state, dead, state, inactive. Okay. Now, I'm assuming you guys know this too, which I haven't been saying it, but so like all these delays are usually the same numbers, so delay is 0.1. If you go to like one of them that's 0.1 and just click copy instead of add, we'll just copy that delay as 0.1 and move on. Now, so that's what I did. Delay, 0.1, event, right-click event. You want the event to be reinforcements arrive. Mode set, delay 0. Now, right-click, add after event. You want to find auto assign. Let's auto save. Whoops. Hold on here. Oh, where are you, little bugger? There you are. It's under other. Auto assign. Nothing there. Nothing dropping. Nothing near. Selector is advanced. Don't forget to uncheck ignore captured by user. Group, select, tag, paratrooper. Include, prop, human, exclude, tag, hidden, state, inactive, state, dead. Okay. Right-click delay, 1.5. Entity, right-click entity state. Tag remove, paratrooper impregnability, disabled. Selector is advanced. Paratrooper, jumping ahead of myself here. Group, select, paratrooper. Include, prop, human. Exclude, tag, hidden, state, inactive, state, dead. Okay. Delay 15. Delete, right-click, delete. Selector, advanced, group, select, tag, paratrooper, exclude, tag, hidden, state, inactive. Delay, 1, and then finally, let me click you, trigger, add the trigger, name, para, okay, trigger, off, so don't click on, hit okay, save. Now for the fun part, after all this hard work, hit start. As you can see, F1, no, nothing's there no more, as they're hidden. Now this is why I say it's best to have it kind of hidden off the map. I tried to put it all the way back here, but the black kind of messed with it, and it didn't work as well as it should have. So I just put it right there for now. Usually as long as it's behind the line, and if you have a scene or something, it'll kind of hide that too, because when you do this, now this will go anywhere on the map. So go boom, see? Ta-da! And you know you did it right, because if you do it again, you could wait the full seconds here to do another test. If you did something wrong, these will probably delete themselves in about a couple more seconds. As you can tell, also I'm using Valor mod.
Ready when you are.
But you don't have, the mod doesn't have anything to do with the Paratrooper select thing or anything like that. Just cooler looking units, except for this case, I think they're just the regular units. Paratrooper. Now, you know you'll do it right, because just to show that it goes anywhere. Oop. they didn't disappear, which is great, or teleport randomly over here because the tags got rid of and all that's left is player. Then,
Troops ready.
ta-da! That's how you know you did it right.
Already on that, sir.
So I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial. I felt like it was necessary to add it just because, again, I really couldn't find it anywhere, which is frustrating because, I knew there was a way, and there was. Because the only other ways, the stealth bomber, which I'll add their links to in the description, just kind of showing you how to just spawn paratroopers, but it's like, come on, there's got to be a way. So, all right, everybody, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this totally unedited, kind of thrown together tutorial. And have a good day, guys. Thank you.